The next one is written by a man who has completely changed my life without even being here alive. He's gone. He died. His body's in the ground. His soul is in heaven. And just to give you an idea about this man, he played with Bob Dylan, Nina Simone. He toured the world several times. He sold millions of records. Millions. He made millions upon millions of dollars. And when he died, they had to raise money to pay for his grave. That means he did not have a penny left. Why? Not because he did like most of the rappers did, where he bought boats and yachts and houses. He gave every single penny to charity. Every penny. He couldn't pay for a grave. They went around raising money, saying, yo, we got to raise money. There's no money to put him in a grave. We need to buy a grave. They raised money for a multi-millionaire who sold millions of records, touched millions of hearts, and gave every single penny to tzedakah. His name is Rabbi Sholom Carlebach. You might have heard him. I might have heard his songs. He's completely changed my life. And I'm going to tell you a story about how wonderful of a man he was. So, Rabbi Carlebach was so awesome that even in the midst of a monster world tour, he still had time to go to hospitals and visit sick people. As it says in the Torah, one of the greatest things you can do is to visit a sick person. So when he would go to a hospital, he didn't do like you or I would do and visit 1 or 2 or maybe 10 people if you're really, really awesome and intense. He would visit every single person in the hospital. When I say every single person, I mean thousands. Every single room in the hospital was visited by him. So when he went to a hospital, it was like a 4 or 5 day event. So he went to a hospital, and he's going from room to room, and he's visiting person after person, and he's singing to them, he's bringing their guitar in, and he's kissing them and hugging them and just trying to make people feel good. And he goes, and he's about to walk into another room, and the nurse says to him, yo, don't go in there, honey, don't go in there. And he said, what do you mean don't go in there? She says, nah, that boy's in a coma. He's been in a coma for a long time. Don't go in there. Don't waste your time. Go to somebody that can hear you. And he said, what are you talking about? I'm going in. She said, stop it. Don't go. I know you. You're the rabbi that comes in here and bothers everybody, and you got to visit every person in the damn hospital. Don't go in there. Just keep going and finish it off. He said, I'm sorry. I'm going in. So he's fighting with this lady to get into this room. Finally, he goes into the room. It's a soldier, and he is in a coma. And Rabbi Carlebach looks at him and starts crying. He grabs his hand, and he kisses his hand, and he's crying, and he's kissing him, and he starts to sing to him. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you are born and reborn again. All of a sudden, the soldier starts crying. There's tears coming out of his eyes. Rabbi Carlebach is freaking out. He screams at the nurse, get in there! Turns out the soldier was not in a coma. He was paralyzed. And it was a misdiagnosis. And this poor guy has been sitting there for 6 months with nobody talking to him, nobody giving him any attention, no love, no nothing. 6 months he's sitting there. And it took Rabbi Carlebach 5 minutes to save this poor guy's life. And it turns out that this guy actually recovered. He got out of his paralysis and he was saved. So guys, we don't know the power of a good deed. that story changed my life completely. And what does it mean when I say change my life? A lot of people say, oh man, it changed my life. I did something different. I went out and actively tried to be kinder to people that I was rude to. Actively. Same day and the next day. I tried to give more charity. Put more money in other people's hands. Return again. Return again. Return to the land of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the land of your soul. Return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you are, born and reborn again. Relive the joys of your fathers before you. Died with the song of the Lord on their lips. They sing, return again. Return again. Return to the land of your soul. Yeah. You guys are here in the holiest place in the universe. What are you going to do about it? How are you going to use it? Get wasted every night like you do in America? Do it in America. Save that for there. Try and do something different while you're here. Totally different. Totally different than you're used to doing. Totally more open-minded than you're used to being. Totally more willing than you've ever been. And it all starts with the heart. Open up your heart. Open up your hearts. I'm telling you that everything good awaits you when it's mixed with Torah and Hashem. And happiness, very important to be happy. So we can't leave off on that note. Give me one more, 2 more minutes. You gotta go? Okay, then we'll leave off on that note. Brother Dave!